You all, after the reinstatement of Obasa, we all thought that the crisis within the Lagos Assembly has ended. We all thought that, it is all over now. Everybody would rest, saying that, the will of a Godfather, the will of Almighty Tinubu from Abuja, Asorok, has finally been done. Obasa has reclaimed his position. But no, guess what? Another crisis is brewing. Report has it that Obasa is at loggerheads with Lasbat Meranda following the purchase of new SUVs by Meranda, 14 new SUVs for that matter, by Meranda during the brief, period she spent as the Speaker of the Lagos House of Assembly. Let's not forget that one of the reasons why Obasa was removed was the fact that Obasa, collected money from Lagos state government. He took out money from Lagos state government because he wanted to procure vehicles for these lawmakers. And by the way, these lawmakers did not know of this, not until it was released by People's Gazette. Obasa took this money out without actually using the money to procure vehicles for these lawmakers, and they got to find that out on, News Gazette magazine. The thing now is that Obasa is insisting that these lawmakers return each of the SUVs that has been given to them by Lasbat Meranda and collect the one, he got for them. And by the way, the one Lasbat Meranda got for them is the latest SUV, latest model, while the one Obasa is offering them is an old model, 2020, and these lawmakers are not willing to release it. But anyway, the details is in the rest of the video. Listen to the details by yourself and judge the matter. But before we go into the details, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe, like this video. Also leave your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up. That way YouTube is able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. A new crisis is brewing in the Lagos State House of Assembly as Mudashiru Obasa has clashed with his former deputy, Mojisola Meranda, over approval of 5 billion naira for the purchase of 40 luxurious SUVs for lawmakers during a brief tenure as Speaker, People's Gazette has reported. According to sources familiar with the matter, Ms. Meranda, who briefly replaced Mr. Obasa following his impeachment on January 13, authorized the disbursement of 5 billion naira to procure 40 units of 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser SUVs for lawmakers just days after assuming office. Another serious crisis is brewing in the Lagos Assembly, a source told People's Gazette. Obasa is furious that Meranda withdrew 5 billion naira from the Assembly's account to buy 40 brand new Land Cruisers without waiting weeks after taking office. Obasa, who was reinstated as Speaker on March 3rd, following President Bola Tinubu's intervention, has since been pressuring Ms. Meranda to return the money and the vehicles, arguing that she had no authority to make such a financial decision. Before his impeachment, Mr. Obasa had reportedly planned to allocate 7 billion naira for the purchase of 45 Toyota Fortuner SUVs, intending to distribute 40 to lawmakers, 1 to the House clerk, and keep the remaining 4 for himself and his 2 wives. However, Ms. Miranda's purchase of the Land Cruisers has disrupted his original plan, leading to tensions within the Assembly. Obasa had his own plans for purchasing vehicles before his removal, a source told People's Gazette. Now that he's back, he wants the 5 billion naira returned so he can carry out his initial plan. But the lawmakers are refusing to give up their newly acquired SUVs. The development has triggered a revolt among lawmakers, most of whom oppose Mr. Obasa's return as Speaker. They are reportedly resisting his demand to return the Land Cruisers in exchange for the Fortuner SUVs initially planned by him. Mr. Speaker is not letting this matter go and has ordered Meranda and the lawmakers to return the Land Cruisers, a source added. but they are all refusing because they prefer the latest model over the 2020 Fortuner SUVs Obasa had planned to buy. You all, let's have your total opinions in the comment section. What do you all think of all of this? Now, guys, hold up. Just wait, like pause. You guys, I understand that this is about SUVs, but at the same time, I feel like there is more to this story. This is not just about SUVs. I feel like this is more about, the money that is left behind from buying SUVs. Let me say that again, guys. I know that, Obasa is insisting that these people should return the SUVs that have been gotten for them by Mojisola Meranda in exchange for, the one he planned to get for them. But you guys, the fact is that I think that, Obasa having, collected his money already from, the Lagos state government. For example, let me just use this illustration. If the SUVs were to cost, for example, 2 billion naira, you guys know government official, of course they are going to double it, if possible triple the amount of money spent on the SUVs. So logically, they are not only buying SUVs, they are also, getting money, extra money, to keep for themselves. So by with Meranda getting, another set of SUV for these lawmakers, it means that Obasa is in debt. He has collected his money already, possibly, has already spent part of the money. So now that Meranda has spoiled his plans, which means that he has to vomit this money that has already been spent, he has to vomit it unless the lawmakers collect the vehicles from him. If these lawmakers do not collect the vehicles from him, it means that the money that he has already pocketed is going to produce it. Or better still, he would just look for one kangaroo project and say that that is what the money is meant for. Because Baba don't spend money, you guys know. And on the other hand, Meranda as well. These government people, they will say that they are doing projects for, to better the lives of people, to better the lives of the citizens who have voted for them. But indirectly, they are also getting money for their pockets. They would, if the project is actually 1 billion naira, be sure that they are getting 2 billion naira. What will be in the contract will be 2 billion naira. That is why people keep talking about budget padding. Do you think that all of the money that is being budgeted, to be spent by the federal government in 1 year, do you think that those money are judiciously spent? Do you think that those monies are actually used for the purpose that the money is meant for? No. You have the federal government budget plus budget padding plus plus increase in the actual amount of projects. They will pad everything on top, pad it. That is why you see the federal government projects keep increasing every single year, and you wonder how. Now the federal government project is running into trillions. Budget that used to be in billions is now in trillions. You can imagine. And we keep borrowing to finance budgets. That is the result. Anyway, guys, before we go, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Clement Ojoma says, we are seeing these groups of politicians fighting every day because of money that belongs to the citizens of this nation. They don't have shame at all. It is only God that will save us from the greedy politicians we have in this contemporary. They are after their pockets or what they will gain from the system. Folaromi says 43 days or so as speaker, and you had spoken with, and you had taken 5 billion naira. How sane are you as ephemeral speaker? No wonder petty lawmakers want to die because of Meranda. What's the difference between Veranda? He actually wrote Veranda instead of Meranda, and Obasa in terms of corruption. I give kudos to them. I think it's just survival of the fittest. Both Meranda and Obasa, at the end of the day, the two of them, now their pockets, then they fight for. Because how do you explain spending 5 billion naira? A whole 5 billion naira in a space of a month. What if you were fortunate? What if you are fortunate, to be there for like 6 months? What will happen? Now, wow. Nympha says, just imagine how taxpayers' monies are being used. Nobody has the interest of a common man, but we here fighting each other for these people. Jacob Emmanuel says, pray to God to be blessed, you and your family. No one in Nigeria is fighting for people's interests. All they are there for is to amass wealth. Emechebe Emeka says, poor and famished Nigerians make on a kill on herself for people we no care whether you exist or not, both at state and federal level. What are your thoughts and your opinions? Let's have them in the comments section below. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I will see you all in my next video.